Hi everyone, this is an overview of what's happening in Western North Carolina. We get questions every day about, is the market crashing? Are prices increasing? Are they decreasing? So I thought I'd give you a quick run through of these. Looking at leading indicators and lagging indicators, I can go much more in depth for you on these, but I wanted to give you a quick overview. So, leading indicators, we're looking at new listings coming on the market over $400,000. So when the shift in the market happens, it tends to happen at the top first. And although 400,000 isn't the top, we're going 400 and up for these. We're looking at new listing supplies. What's coming on the market? That's supply. And how many showings is it taking to sell each listing? That looks at the demand. And then the sales price trend. That is a lagging indicator. In other words, if your home goes under contract today, it's going to take an average of 6 weeks to close, and then we get the figures about a month later. So 2 or 3 months to that sales price that I'm going to show you today. And of course, more than happy to do your personal property analysis. After all, that's all that really matters, not what's happening in an entire county. We're going to look at Haywood, Henderson, and Buncombe County. If you'd like to contact us, give me a call, Rowena Patton, All-Star Powerhouse, 828-333-4483, or open your phone and take a picture of the QR code, and that will take you to contact us if you'd rather not be bothered by pesky agents on the phone. So what? I'm just kidding, of course, we're not pesky agents. However, if you just want to put it in on contact us, that's fine too. So leading indicator, of course, none of us can time the market, otherwise we'd all be millionaires or billionaires. However, we can look at data. So lagging and leading indicators, yes, they're very cool to look at. However, it's most important to follow the leading indicators because the lagging indicators are a couple of months behind. Leading indicators take us looking forward through the windshield, or for my European friends, that means a windscreen. Lagging indicators look through the rear view mirror, and I've been here for 27 years, so what do we call that? The side mirror, whatever it is we call it these days in Europe. So, new listings hitting the market, or even listings litting the market. New listings coming on, what does that look like? That's the supply. So we keep looking at the headlines and they tell us that there are very few homes on the market. Of course, if you look at everything, that is correct. But that broad brush approach, it just doesn't work in real estate. It's really street to street. Sometimes it's a few houses to a few houses. You know, the next street along or the next block along can definitely act differently. So we see the market shift happening on higher priced homes. It generally hits higher priced homes first, so everything we're looking at today is 400 and up. And again, we can go into more depth on your particular property. So let's have a look at new listings coming on the market. That's supply. The pressure starts at the top. We're looking at Buncombe County, Henderson County, Haywood County. For those of you not local, Buncombe County is where Asheville is, Henderson is Hendersonville, Haywood is Waynesville. Buncombe County, these are listings coming on the market. That is supply. When the supply goes up, generally we're going to obviously have more houses on the market. So your competition, if you're selling, is greater. And if you're buying, this is great news. So Buncombe County, as you can see, by the way, this is over a 5-year period and this is over 400,000. So you can see the supply is going up. Let's look at Henderson County, again over 400,000. This is a 5-year period since 2017. As you can see, the supply is going up. If we go back in Buncombe County, it's gone up nearly 19%. In Henderson County, it's gone up nearly 31% in terms of new listings that are coming on right now. And then we look in Haywood County, that's gone up by 33.4%. This is new listings coming on over 400,000. So how many showings does it take per listing to get it under contract? Again, is this a leading indicator or lagging indicator? Depends on how you look at it and how they're tracked. 3 counties again. Buncombe County, you can see the number of showings it takes over 400,000 has gone up. That means more people are looking at the property before it goes under contract. Henderson County, it's gone up and flattened out. Haywood County, it's going up. Median sales price change. Now, this is median sales price trend. This is somewhat of a lagging indicator because we're getting this when it actually closes. Again, if your home goes under contract today, it's going to take 6 weeks or so until it closes, and then it'll be about a month or so before we get the figures. Buncombe County, as you can see, it's flattened out. This is over a 5-year period, over 400,000. Henderson County, over 400,000. It's actually gone down a little bit. Now, these little, this is like looking at your portfolio for your 401k or your stock market trend. So you can see it's gone down a little bit. Maybe it will peak back up. We don't know, but there are lots of other factors at play. Haywood County, flattened out. Again, we're looking at the median sales price trend, over 400,000 over a 5-year period. So, is it still a good time to buy? Of course you're going to say that. Oh my gosh, there's more homes coming on the market. It's taking more time to sell them. They're having more showings going on. Well, remember, home price trends almost always go up wherever we're at in the cycle. At least that's when we're in the expansion phase. But you're not buying a home and selling it in 6 months. That's where it's important. Interest rates are most likely to go up too. You've seen them go up this year. I was in a conference recently. It's May now of 2022. These things always change all the time, obviously. But I was in a conference recently. Top agents from all around the country, all different agencies. And most of the people there were seeing a forecast of around 7%. And we'll look at what that means in a minute. And then YOLO, you only live once. So, depending on what you want, whether maybe your family size is increasing, maybe your kids have left home and gone to college, maybe you're renting. We're going to look at that in a second. So home prices trend upwards almost always. So if we look in here, the blue line is Buncombe County, the green line is Haywood County, and the black line is Henderson County in terms of median sales price. But you can see the trend is upwards over the 10 years. Do we go up and down a little bit? Sure. And remember, in this whole period here, this is COVID. So obviously that has an effect too. And then let's look at interest rates. So last year we were seeing them in the 3s, sometimes even the high 2s. And if we should go up to 7, this is the difference on a home price of $450,000 with 5% down on a 30-year fixed. You can pause this if you want to and take a look at it. But basically that monthly payment is $2,564. Let's go to the next one where we look at it at 7%, $3,547. So we've gone from $2,564 on the same home, same priced home, to $3,547, almost $1,000 difference a month. Obviously, our house price in Buncombe County, median house price is in the mid-4s, so this is representative of a median-priced home. For many people, it's going to go up $1,000 a month. That is substantial. Obviously, it's more than we're seeing an increase in gas prices and grocery prices right now. We're going to talk about that in a second. So let's look at if you're buying right now. I mean, oh my gosh, we're not getting any younger. Maybe you're making a home and you're downsizing. Maybe those kids aren't coming home from college anymore. Maybe you're in that home and you're going, they're not going to come home to their bedrooms, and that's what VRBO or a hotel or Airbnb is for. You pay less for utilities. Maybe you've got tired of the stairs. Maybe you want to do less cleaning and maybe not maintain the outside. Maybe you're looking to move into a townhome or condo. Maybe you're shifting from renting. So here's the problem. If you're renting right now and you're saying, I'm waiting until the prices come down, the cycle is 7 to 11 years. Keep watching to look at the cycle. I'll go into that in more depth. So you're going to wait 3.5 to 5 years for the prices to come down. Should they come down and how much they're going to come down, we don't know. So how much will you pay in rent? If you're paying, here's an example, $2,200 times 48 weeks is $105,000 and $105 and $600. That's a lot. Meanwhile, if you buy now, you can build equity, lock in that lower interest rate, paint it how you want it, have control over your home, have pets, yada, yada, yada. Generally not have as many restrictions. Maybe you need a bigger home. Maybe your family is growing. Maybe you just want to go to a different location. You can lock in those historically low interest rates. They're still historically low right now. Lock in that mortgage for 30 years. So what does the economic cycle look like? It's 7 to 11 years. I usually work on 10 because the math is easier, frankly. Remember, the trend is always upwards. When we're looking at the trend, it's always upwards. Most often. I don't remember a time when it hasn't been upwards. So the peak to peak, your home is worth more. So if you're going to be in it 7 to 11 years, most likely you're very, very safe. Even if you buy now, in 7 to 11 years, your home is going to be worth more. However, if you own a home and you're thinking about selling it, you may not want to wait for 7 to 11 years. This is the strategy up here, which I'm obviously very happy to go through with you in depth. You've got 3 pathways. 1, hold it for the price. Maybe you want it to see it go up even more between today's peak and the peak in 7 to 11 years. How old are you going to be in 7 to 11 years? Does that home work for you? So hold it for an improvement in the price. Number 2, become a landlord and rent it out. Number 3, sell it now. There aren't too many other options for the next 7 to 11 years. You've got a window right now. We're seeing interest rates go up. We're seeing GDP. We just had that come out a number of points lower than we expected it to be. That's the definition of a recession. If we get 2 quarters where again the points come down, then or the number is not satisfactory, depending on how you're going to look at it, obviously. But if it's not satisfactory, that is the definition of a recession that could be announced as early as the end of June 2022. So you've got a short window here to capitalize on the gains that you've made on your home should you want to sell it now. Remember those 3 pathways. Hold it for the price for the 7 to 11 years, become a landlord and rent it for 7 to 11, or sell it now. Don't think about renting it for a couple of years because you're likely to lose money. Let's look at inflation. Inflation is currently at a 44-year high. We've got wars going on. We've got political unrest. All of these affect the economic cycle, the 7 to 11-year trend. Just so you've got the terms, we're at the peak. The bottom is called the trough. This line on the way down is called the recession. Here's it happening in 2007. This piece going up is called expansion. There you go. You've got your economics 101 there. Your personal property. It's way more important to look at your personal property. This is house to house, street to street, block to block. It is not an entire county. I would love to do that for you. Look at getting your home sold, or whether it's best for you to keep it over the long term and rent it out, or just sit in it if it works for your family. I will show you those figures on your home. You can call us at 828-333-4483. This is Rowena Patton at All Star Powerhouse. Or you can use this QR code, take a picture of it. That will take you to the Contact Us on our website. So, who am I? I'm endorsed by Barbara Corcoran, the Shark Tank Lady, Dave Ramsey, Glenn Beck, Sean Hannity, Mark Starling in the morning, and a number of others. They trust me to get homes sold and tell people the truth, get the most money for homes, and my team represents the buyers in the best way possible. I have a best-selling book on selling and buying homes. You can look me up, Rowena Patton, on Amazon. It will pop right up for you. And we've had 11 years of our broadcast radio show every Saturday morning at 10 a.m. Would love for you to listen. realestatenewsradio.com. If you're ready to look at an analysis now, I promise you I won't blow your mind with figures. We'll go through it very gently. It is Rowena Patton at All Star Powerhouse, 828-333-4483. Use the QR code on your phone to fill in the Contact Us form on our website if you'd rather do that. Very much look forward to talking to you. Let's set that half an hour conversation on the phone to at least start looking at what you may need to do to your home. Right now I'm telling most of my sellers, don't do anything, put the paintbrush down, call off the contractors, get it sold if that's the pathway you choose. And I can show you that through the figures. Give us a call, 828-333-4483. Talk to you soon.